Hi, good morning. Welcome to the Crooked River and Eastern CR&E Morning Brew. So I run a tad bit late trying to get ready this morning. Okay. All right. So far nobody's in, but that's okay. It's okay. Took me a minute to get up and moving this morning. Hey, Rick. Can you hear me okay, buddy? Kyle Stevens, good morning, sir. How are you? Hope you guys can hear me okay. James, good morning. Rick says yes. Okay, good. Good. Using the wife's computer again. Did take that computer, my computer, that friend of mine that was going to take a look at it and see what's going on there. But I haven't heard anything yet. Joe Rader. Good morning there, Joe. How are you? So I was working yesterday. I was trying to kind of click in on my lunch break to see what was going on with Joe and his camera. I really don't understand what was going on there, Joe. Did you ever get that worked out? That wasn't even the camera. I don't think that was the camera that you got from BNSF 6951. Kyle, I'm good, man. I'm good. If you're asking me, Kyle, it's Thursday morning, obviously. And I was on call last night. I was in about 1 o'clock. I got home, so I'm a little groggy this morning because I didn't get to bed till later. But I mean, I wake up, my body just gets up. It's weird that way. I'm trying to check my calendar. I don't think I have anything going on today. No, I don't. Good. I did post a video yesterday of my fun I've been having back here with incline and decline, whatever you want to call it. We need another cable. That camera is from Jack. Oh, okay. I mean, it looked like the picture was going to be pretty good on it, Joe. Everything like that. Hey, Clover Del Real, how are you in the morning? I think once you get it figured out. The one from Vinny is a nice camera, too. I don't know anything about that stuff. I have just a little Logic, how's that called? 620? I don't even know. This is a webcam, so I guess it's on a computer. Looks good. That was the one I got with Sparky generously donated to it, so I was very grateful for that. I mean, this community is crazy how generous it is. So, what's everybody been up to? Like I said, I posted that video yesterday. I'm going to work on that probably today. I may start, I don't know, debating. This is the second week in a row now. The plywood costs have come down. It was the other night when I was at Home Depot, it was $39.15, odd number, but 15 cents. Problem with the Vinnies, I think the touch screen is bad. Is that on that camcorder, Joe? Real artist. Same here. There's a couple of Logitech web cameras as needed. Yeah, I want to get maybe another couple cameras because I'd like to place them around the layout as I get things up and running, so I can, like, if I'm doing a live stream or if I wanted to, for whatever reason, I can toggle between them. You know what I mean? As I'm doing a stream, I can say, oh, there's a train. We can watch the train going around across the bridge or something. And we can watch it climb into the second level. I have them just in, a couple of them. Nothing real crazy. We just have a couple areas. Rick R is on vacation today. Oh, that's awesome. Vacation this week. Work on the layout. That's what Jack says, Elijah Tech. Now this one, Joe, wasn't bad. You could go on like Amazon and that. Actually, I'm not sure. Some of those guys that have the Amazon stores on their channels might actually have them, like Ron's Trains and things. And some of those guys that, which I'd like to do that. I don't know if you have to be monetized to have an Amazon store on your channel. You probably do everything you have to do. Anything that you can do to make you any kind of nickel and dimes on this thing. You have to wait till you have enough watch hours and all this other crazy stuff to be allowed to do any of that. But yeah, I just think that'd be really cool to have a couple cameras around the layout so you can kind of rail fan. It's gonna be fun. Especially since I'm gonna have a second level, I can have camera tucked in a corner or something on the second level, looking down, kind of thing. Probably. At least I think I could. Oh, but going back to you, Joe, I think the one I have here, let's look it up, see if I can find it on my phone on Amazon. I can always set the phone up too. If I'm going to do something live, I probably could make that set up to work as well. But how much did I pay for that thing? It wasn't too much over, like right around $100-ish. So you have to get some kind of better mic. I want to say the camera has a mic built into it as well. I don't think I have the box anymore. If I do, God only knows where it's at. It's in one of these boxes behind me somewhere. And God only knows. I can't find half the stuff I need. I packed everything away. I thought I labeled everything nice, and then I forget what the heck I put where. I think I finally got kind of tired of, labeling things and packing things. I just had a few odds and ends, and I threw things in whatever box had room. Amazon. That's what I'm going to go on. Pretty sure I got it through there. It was either there or eBay. I don't remember which. I'll mess with that as we're chatting. See if I can find it, Joe. I'll send a link to you. But oh my gosh, we could just spell big fat hands. Okay. Here's one that's on Prime. Well, that's not too bad. Oh, that's Mexico. That's different. But this one is like $79 or something. I think this is one I got. Logitech C922X. Maybe not X. 922 Pro Stream webcam. Full 180 camera. It's $100, $99.99 with Prime shipping. There's a C920 HD Pro. It's a bestseller on there. I think that might be what I have. Actually, that's $69.99. I got a bunch of different ones though. I mean, depending on what you get, you can get anywhere from, this is like $37. It's Logitech as well. C310, I don't know what I mean. I'm assuming there's different grades to the cameras. I'm kind of dumb to this all too. Logitech 920E business webcam, compatible with Amazon Fire TV Cube. I don't know. Just reading like the little header. That's 56. Yeah, I just went on Amazon, Joe. Just real quick, and punch in Logitech, and it comes up with a bunch of different things. I mean, they're not cheap, not $5, but and put a set of headphones in. Like these are from one of my old iPhones I had. They got the little round plugs for to go in the computer. I don't know how it sounds, but it does have the mic here. A lot of guys have mics. You don't have to get everything right away, Joe. You can do little pieces, parts. If you're gonna do a lot of live streams and be on like this here, like we're talking, it might not be a bad thing to get a mic. I mean, a lot of guys have the mics. Like this is a light, but they have the mics. It'll be, this is my work light. This is kind of a nice thing too. I don't know if anybody has that. It's got the magnifier and then it's got the light. I don't know, just because they happen to be sitting there. Okay, Hammer, hello from Russia. Hey, well, hello, welcome in. That's pretty cool. I always just find it fascinating how we just reach out to so many people in this hobby, just in general with the internet, and no matter what you go on, what you're into. But I think we touched on it once before, but for me, real enthusiast, anything. All right, Dave. Hey, what's up? That as much as like the brick and mortars are kind of dying off, I mean, we still have options to get products we need. It's it's kind of sad that they're going by the wayside, but I feel like this has turned into the brick and mortar. Rick R is going to put static grass on the hill and put some yards in for building next to parking lots. All right, that's exciting. I can't wait to get to that stage, Rick. That's the stuff I really enjoy. This laying track and stuff is okay, but boy, I'm not gonna lie, I'd be lying to you if I didn't tell you I was frustrated today. Back up to the chat, I got to looking at the phone for those cameras and getting ready to paint my cork, then track. Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, I saw that from Robert the Flying Crow, and maybe I'm sure other guys do it. It's not like a big secret. I'm sure. I think I came and stumbled onto some kind of revelation. But it makes sense. I mean, you don't have to paint it. I just give it a quick, once over with any kind of gray or whatever your ballast color. If you're going to use a darker ballast, maybe go a little darker gray, just to make it easier to cover with your ballast. If you do miss a little spot here or there, it's not going to be so bam in your face. Ballasting I do okay with, but that's not one of my greatest loves either. When it comes to a hobby, 2x4 now costs $13. Holy crap. I didn't look at 2x4s. I believe they're back down around $6 or $7. So I might have to buy some of those too. But I was thinking about going, I started talking about that, didn't I? So you guys gotta watch, man. My OCD kicks in and I just start jumping around. See if I get the wife, maybe on her lunch break or after work today. I was gonna go yesterday, but just wasn't feeling it. Wasn't feeling great yesterday. I started to say the last sheets I paid for, because I needed to buy them. Well, I guess I didn't need to. Need and want are two different things. But I wanted to buy them so I could finish the tops to get at least around in a circle. I haven't built the peninsula yet. But man, I paid like $69 a sheet. It's crazy. I bought 2 sheets. No, I did not. They were $63 a sheet. Take that back, because the bill came out with tax and everything to be like 137 or some stupid number for 2 sheets of plywood. After that, they went up to like $73 a sheet. And now, last week I saw them for $49, and then I saw them just like 2 days ago, Tuesday I was up there, and they were down to $39. So I'm tempted to wait another week and see if it comes down more. but the stack of wood was getting a little low. And I don't know how that works, if it's totally a market thing or if it's, they always would say when a gas station would get a new tanker in, to kind of adjust the price based on what they paid for that tanker. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but that's where I wonder how the lumber prices go. And maybe totally fabricated, but real artist, what do you got going on there? Today's agenda: try to get my freight house by Walters finished. Okay. Some wiring in the staging yard and perhaps some ballasting, or maybe not. That's the beautiful thing about it, If you're feeling up to it, you do it, and time flies, man. You think, okay, I'll take 10 minutes and do this. Next thing you know, it's an hour later, and you're still working on it, and then just don't know where the time goes. James, I saw that. You sent me that little video and you posted it. That was pretty cool. A little battery-operated train, battery-powered train. Did you put that together yourself, or is that something you bought? Oh, pink grade maple, $82. Listen, James, I'm not that fancy. I'm not buying maple. This is just plywood. One, two, I think it's 4-layer, 4-ply. I think it's 15, 30 seconds. It says good one side, but it's sanded one side, whatever. It's one side has got the filler and stuff in it to fill any knots and stuff. And that's good enough for what I'm doing here. But I remember Sparky, I don't know if he ended up finishing with buying all that or not, but I think he was using that maple you're talking about, or something like fancy for his helix, because the old helix, whatever he used on that, ended up warping and stuff. So he went with something a little thicker and better. But like you said, it's like $80 a sheet or some craziness like that. Working on 2 more cover hoppers of Jack. You selling those things? You should put them up. Sell them for a couple bucks, man. Make some money to buy a camera. I'd buy another one off here. I got the one. I have to tell you what number it is so you can number it differently. Did you notice I did have it on a train running across the bridge doing my testing and stuff? Boy, it was built it from a drill. Okay. Bruce plywood. Well, James, you know what? I guess I'm building this thing with junk then. I don't know if this is spruce or pine or whatever. It's not particle board. It's actually plywood. I did not want to build it with particle board down here, in the basement, because there's just enough temperature changes. Paid 52 when he did his bench work. Yeah, I think I started out paying around in the low 40s, upper 30s, 39 to 43, somewhere in that range, when I first started buying plywood for this. Now, my last layout, being honest with you, I don't know if it made a big difference or not, but that 1/8 inch, the backer board we use for, what do you call it here, the backdrops and fascia and stuff? That's all I put down. I put that down on top of my framework. And then I put my 1-inch foam on top of that. Worked out fine. I didn't have any issues. No, I don't think I had any issues. I mean, if you have enough cross braces and stuff like that, it really shouldn't be an issue. It didn't really bow, and then I put the 1-inch foam on top of that. And so I saved a bunch of money. I didn't use plywood. And that stuff was, I can't remember what I paid for it then, but it was probably like, let's see, less than $15 a sheet for 4x8. Masonite or hardboard, yeah. Whatever you want to call it, is basically what it is. It's that brown stuff. It's smooth on one side, it's all rough on the back side of it, like almost like a cardboard, heavy cardboard, but not. I don't even have any laying around. But you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, I did that, and got pretty good. I did go when I bought a couple sheets of half-inch foam. I think I'm going to lay half-inch foam down. I don't. This was my dilemma because the second level is only going to be about 16 inches in difference in height from the tabletop to the bottom of the bench work. It's like 15 inches. And I'm going to go with like 1x2s up top with extra bracing. It's not going to be that heavy up there. I think that should work fine. I didn't want to go with too thick of 1/4 inch floor underlayment. Too thick of foam or anything because of the height. I didn't want to get like 2-inch foam under there and have height issues. But I do like the foam because you can, cut in little embankments and drainage ditches and things like that, James says he covered his with 1/2-inch foam. So in the areas that I already have done, like track laid, I'm not going to mess with any foam like underneath the tracks and that. It'll just be what it is. But I think I'm going to try to do something in the other areas. Now this is going to all be like a yard back here, so I may just get that rolled cork and just use that underneath because it's going to be basically flat and everything for the yard anyhow. But I'm going to go ahead and do it on the peninsula, do it like in these other areas back in there. Pointing at stuff, you guys can't even see what I'm pointing at. Back in there, and then, oh God, what a junkyard. Holy moly. So that's what I'll do. I think just to get a little bit of a, hey, let's go. Get a little bit of something underneath so I have the ability to cut in some little elevation changes in it. That's what started this whole thing back here. I wasn't planning on doing any kind of elevations or anything. Let's see, over there, I tore that out. I talked about tearing it out on my video yesterday from the bridge there to that little bridge there. So I'm going to run a piece of ply from the bridge. I kind of have one there as an example. From there up to that, just before that bridge, where you see the pink foam there on the bottom, just before that is where that bridge is going to sit in. And it's going to be what it's going to be. Yeah, Joe, and I think honestly, when I watched one of your videos and somebody had commented or something, you had said you wish you would have went with foam board, and again, I wasn't going to because of the height issues. Maybe on the second level I was going to do it. I was thinking if I get to the second level, it's a whole other thing there. But I'm pretty sure it was you that I was talking with, and I decided that I'm going to at least do some kind of foam. Because not even just for cutting in little drainage ditches or whatever like that. It's nice to be able to like stick your trees down into it and be able to like road signs and whatever like that. Cover my incline with cork and road bed cork. Yeah, I didn't cover my incline to the second level with that. I didn't even use cork under the rails. I just strictly put it right on the plywood. I looked at it like this. It is strictly a climb to the second level. It's not going to be scenic, except in the lower areas. I did use cork. I think I didn't even use cork down here. But in the lower areas, I'm going to probably scenic it just because it's low enough to be a part of the scenes and stuff. Once it gets to a certain level, there's no reason for that. Once it gets to a certain height and the climb up, in my mind, there's no reason to mess with all that and waste the money on it. So it's like just literally a climb up. So I didn't do anything like that. Too noisy? Yeah, maybe. Like I said, it's strictly a climb, so I'm okay with that. I'm not losing any sleep over that. And right now, I am not touching it. It does run fine. Not just saying it runs fine. It does run fine. I had no issues with anything going wrong on that climb up and down. And I do run them because I got nowhere else to run them. I run up and down that thing. That's why I said I was kind of disappointed. I mean, yeah, you take one step forward, two steps back sometimes, but you have to do it. You have to get it right. Otherwise, you're miserable. But I was getting really excited, and I started getting ahead of myself, and because I was getting basically all the way down the wall here, getting ready to go into that next turn at the base, and I was like, man, this is awesome. You know, before I know it, I'll at least be able to connect my loop and be able to run them around in a circle. But now I'm debating if I even want to mess with that. I'm thinking, you know, take my time, get this part done, maybe mess with that today. The part I tore out, I just showed you guys. And then I might go get a couple sheets of that plywood. Man, I'm still debating if I should wait another week. But at the same time, like I said, they're getting low on supply. I'm sure they'll get more in, but who knows if that'll affect the price or not. And then I gotta see what I have left for like 2x4s and stuff like that. I may have to pick up some things. Hey, Chris. Good morning. Hope you gotta go home. How's it going, buddy? Just chatting. Nothing in particular. That's what I wanted this to be. Just, you know, hey, let's just go there and chat. Nothing crazy. I think I saw there. Oh, hey, Darren. B&H Railroad. I didn't know he was in here. I must have flew by on the chat. Let's see. $37. That's between 40 and 60 pounds. I was way back in the chat. I just happened to be scrolling back, you know. Oh, sorry for yawning, guys. Freddie, how you doing, Fred? How's things going with you? Any more progress on your design for the new layout? I can't think of what I was just watching the other day too. Just building a new, see if I can find them. More like a modular layout. He had, that's funny, I'm on YouTube and I see myself. Building a new layout. He's building with the big like ferry boat slip ramp thing. That's pretty sweet. Can't remember the name of the channel though. I'm on it. I think on Friday I may take a trip down to my favorite train store in Oberlin. Oh, I work Friday. That's tomorrow. Damn it, I work Friday. I'm off next Friday. Oh, I'm going to meet you out there one of these times. Where are you coming from, Rick? I've never been to that train store. I'd love to go out there. We can meet up there one of these days. Do some rail fanning. I don't know if there's anything out that way to rail fan. I'm sure there's got to be something over there. I hate when I blank on the name of a channel. I'm trying to go through my history real quick and see if I can find it. That's super good too, man. It's crazy good. I don't know. Just make sure exciting show her me scroll through my phone. Come on, man, just watch the words of that. Wow, looking at my history, boy, I sure went down some rabbit holes there. I think it's Boomer Dioramas. The immersive model railroad uploaded the barge slip build, textures and timbers. This is part 3. Yeah, check that guy out. Boomer. Joe. Damn it. I just need to read the chat. Yep. Something from Bill. Yeah, Bill's a good guy. He did help me here. I did not go with him, but he still was willing to give me some ideas and help me out. I'll recognize myself these trains. All right. I still wouldn't mind meeting up with you and stuff. I'm not into O trains, but do they do repairs? They do have a Lionel, what do you call it? Express, Polar Express. I have a coupler on one of the cars. One of the cars is broken, and then on my one tender for that, for the third rail, the little roller, is messed up. I don't know, like it's hanging down. I can't seem to figure out how to get it back in to where it needs to be. So if they do repairs, I maybe would meet you out there and take that stuff with me. I set it up sometimes at Christmas. I don't have a lot of area to set it up, like around the tree. And once we put gifts and stuff, because as we wrap stuff, because the kids are older, they're grown, we'll set things out because we don't have to hide stuff anymore. We'll hide a couple little things maybe that they're not expecting, but yeah, that'd be cool, Rick. I mean, like I said, when I was driving trucks, I was hauling trash out to the landfill out there by Oberlin, right there off of 10, and I don't know the route there, but I'd take 10 out there towards Oberlin, get off there at that Lorain County landfill and take the garbage there. And then, like I said, if you know of anywhere we can catch some trains. All right, Darren. Yeah. So damn this thing called work. I hear you, man. I hear you. It gets so frustrating too, because like when you have an off day and you start to get in the building and you're able to have time to work on the layout and do stuff, and you're at a point where you got to kind of call it a day. Then you got work, and it's like it's so hard not to like want to hurry up and get out of there and get back to what you were doing. Stockyard Express is off of 20. All right. I don't remember the area 100%, but it's what is the main drag? It runs from, you get off at 10 and you run right there past the landfill, past the there's that little airport there, and it runs straight into town and runs right in front of the college. And I used to take that all the way down to whatever the road is that I would head over to Lorain by the Ford plant, because that's where our shop was over there. Across from the Ford plant is where our main shop was. We used to have to go over there and get fuel and stuff. Can't have a tree anymore. The dog thinks it's indoor plumbing. Even artificial trees. There might be a good spot. Yeah, I mean, it's by Overland College. Okay. Aaron Horse Rock. Good morning, sir. How are you? Morning, Dave. Hello, everybody. Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, I definitely wouldn't mind meeting out there. That'd be cool. Yeah, Baumhart. That's the road that the shop used to be on. I can't hit. I'm using the wife's computer today again. Her mouse is different than mine. So I'm trying to click on things and I'm clicking on the wrong stuff. So yeah, I vaguely know the area, Rick. This is what I'm getting at. So I would definitely like to meet you out there. I bet you I could get Pappy to meet us out there too. Try Godwin. He's a good guy. I've real fans with him a couple times now, and he's a good guy. I'm trying to think what else is out that way that I can think of. Yeah, I met him out at Deschler, another buddy of mine, and that was a great place. I mean, I'm sure you've been out there, living out that way. That place is awesome. I mean, that was nothing but one train after the next. And we went down to Fostoria. Spilled Blast. I don't know the area either. Okay. But yeah, if you get a chance to go to Deschler, that place was awesome. The town is okay. We ate at a little restaurant there. It was good food. Mama Rosa's, Mama Rosita's, or something like that. It was good. Going to Fostoria a few times. We hit Fostoria that day too and saw quite a few. We saw the gamut that day. It was a nice Saturday. It was beautiful weather. It was warm, breezy. I mean, it was like just I don't know, just one of those Ohio summer days that you just makes you love living in Ohio. Makes up for the winters. But yeah, we saw Union Pacific leading a CSX train. I think it was a coal train. First train I saw that day was Canadian Pacific running, these were both in Deschler, running containers through there. Of course, we saw a lot of CSX because that's their line up that way, which I love that because, you guys know I'm a CSX guy. So we saw those guys there. We went down to Fostoria. We saw two CNN heading up was it containers or was it an oil train? I think it was containers. So CNN. So that was cool. And we saw CSX there too. But then we finally, at the end of the day, we finally caught a Norfolk Southern, which my buddy Justin was super happy about. Well, Pappy too. I think Pappy's and that's fan. Again, I'm gonna say it again. I'm not a fan. Real artist says Ohio summers are good, but so West Virginia summers. Yeah, I think it's just summer in general. It's just a beautiful area in general. This country's a beautiful country. People are so hell bent on going to other countries, which is fine. I would like to travel a little bit here and there too. I know my wife would really love to go to she'd really like to go to England and Scotland and Ireland over that way. Maybe someday. We'll see. I have been because years ago I used to drive trucks and I ran cross country. So I've seen a lot of countryside. Norfolk Southern, yeah. Yeah, Rick, I don't dislike Norfolk Southern necessarily. I just I don't know. They never really caught on with me. I don't know. When I was a kid, I had a couple of Norfolk Western. They're pretty cool. For whatever reason, I stuck with the CSX. I think originally, when I was a kid, I take that back, the first locomotives I had was a part of a set that I cut grass and did chores and got paid for stuff to save up money to buy. It was Bachman, I think, but it was a set, and it had two Union Pacific. Who knows? I don't know what they were. ST40s or GP40s. I have no idea now. Been 100 years ago. And it was a powered and a dummy unit, and it had, I don't know, a loop of track and 4 or 5 cars, a caboose, some accessories, And back then, I don't know what it cost, probably $50 or something, but that was a lot of money, just for a kid. Wasn't even a teenager yet, but and I got it, man. And then that started. That didn't started my trek into HO, I guess. When I was about 5, I got a Lionel set. My dad put it on just like a 4x6 board or something like that, and I had it in my bedroom. Slid it in and out underneath the bed, ran it around. But yeah, so I got that set, and then shortly after, Dad helped me build a 4x8 table, and there you go. I'd always pick up the model railroaders at the library at school, and is it Jerome and Southwestern or something like that? That's where I kind of fell in love with that guy's layout. I can't think of the guy's name now. It was cool though, super cool. It was a 4x8 layout, and it was just super detailed, and it was like obviously Southwest. He had like a copper mine on there. I'm not gonna find a tag on it. It's gonna bug me. Jerome and Southwestern by John Olson. So look that up. It was pretty sweet. Let's see. Oh, hey, Gary. How you doing? I just saw you in there. He's the other guy who lives down, I want to say Youngstown area. He met me up here in Willoughby at the train shop here in Willoughby. Stuart's Hobby. Started with whatever engine caught my eye. That was a couple of years ago, Gary. We're going to do that again. And never in any specific railroad until I found NS Heritage units. See, now that's cool. I keep saying I really wish CSX would do that. So the Barney F unit boxcar and all caboose. F unit still cool. I started out with 2 blue box. Well, I started out with those 2 Union Pacific, but then as time went on, the 2 I fell in love with the most was Baltimore, Ohio F units. 2 F7s I bought. They were blue box. Wish I still had those. So I think that's kind of how I found my trek into CSX, because Baltimore, Ohio, and all that, and I'm getting turned into the chassis system, which I like chassis system as well. And then that became the CSX that we know today, I guess. But I am kind of getting into other roads. I picked up a couple of CNs, and I think I pre-ordered a couple of Canadian Pacifics. old BNSF. Thing of it is that they all run up here now. And I'm kind of like you. I mean, I'm trying to stay somewhat prototypical and with an era being modern. So I love those spirit units that CSX did. You're going back to you talking about the heritage units with Norfolk Southern. Really, I mean, wish that they would do them for CSX. They quit being stupid. Oh, hey, Dwayne. Dwayne Fork and Spoon. Good morning. But who knows? Burlington, Northern, Bachman, set. Yeah. Hey, Rick, have you ever been to the cornfield over in Middlefield, Ohio? It's a huge Lionel O-gauge setup, little hobby shop there too. It's off of, I want to say, Route 528, and it's Middlefield. It's out in Amish country there. My wife took me out there a few weeks ago, and it's spectacular. Rick, I haven't caught any of the Spirit engines running, but a couple summers ago they had them on display when they first got them all up and running up in Northeast. The town is called Northeast, PA, Pennsylvania. It's up on 90 just before you get into New York State. I run 3 chassis units in my own road name. Anyways, they had them on display up there at the Historical Society. And that's a cool place to go too. It's right on it's on both CSX and the NS main line. It runs, from Cleveland up through into New York. So they both run there pretty close together through that section. Fred says they still have a little HO set I got for Christmas of 58 or so. 2-axle switcher, missile car. I had a missile car. I didn't have the boxcar though. I'm going back to the 80s though, not 1958. But yeah, I remember having a missile car. So, anyways, guys, I hate to cut this short, but it is 20 after 8, and the wife has to get on and go to work. And I'm hoping to get this thing fixed. Hopefully by next week. I don't know if it will or not. But yeah, I'm hoping to get it fixed soon. Or I'll have to buy a new one, and I don't know when that'll be. Great Mothers. Yeah, so you've been there, Gary. I was asking Rick about it. It's called the Corner Field or something, right? Corner Field. I'm typing it out. I don't know. It's a cornfield. But they have like a huge, the building is like I don't know, 40 by something building. It's huge. And it's the largest, they say it's the largest family run O-gauge, Lionel, whatever train in the country. He says it's on Route 87. Yeah. I remember we went out from my house. I live right on 322, so we ran out 322, and I don't remember what we went down. BKW Modelers, Model Works. Good morning. I'm gonna work your way through all those coffee mugs above your head. Not this morning. It's a lot of coffee. I've been having to leave to go to the bathroom by now. Train Freak, good morning, Jason. How are you, buddy? Thanks for stopping in, man. Yeah, unfortunately I have to get off because she has to get on and go to work. Otherwise I'd stay on. But yeah, that's basically what I wanted to do with this show, just chat, Guess I should have I forgot to put the invite thing up there for if you guys wanted to come in live with me, but I told you, half asleep still this morning. And usually I'm up and it's fine, but like I said, I was on call last night, so I didn't get to sleep until late. But that's all right. I'll make do. The excitement of working on this section of track and getting it right will hopefully keep me awake today. I'll take a mid-afternoon nap. So yeah, all right, man. I keep saying it, but I'm gonna have to go. Sorry for you guys that just came in, but I do thank you guys for popping in. I do appreciate it. I'm enjoying doing this. I mean, if you guys have any ideas and you want to like comment down below here or something like that, just any ideas for topics and stuff, or if you just want to throw them out here in a chat anytime while we're on here, just throw them in there. We just talk about stuff. Otherwise, I just get diarrhea of the mouth. I just keep chatting and rambling on, So, all right. I'm going to cut out of here, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much for stopping in. I'll be back again next week. Might be on this computer, might be on mine, might be on my cell phone. The only downside to the cell phone is it's hard for me to read on the chat because it's so small. At least on here, I'm able to see better. Thanks, Joe. He says it was a good show again. I hope you guys are enjoying it. I'm enjoying doing it. And like I said, I'm up anyways. Shoot me an email sometime. Rick, throw your email in here. I'm not sure what your email is. I will definitely do that. I'd love to get together. It'd be cool. Joe, you're down near, you're in West Virginia. You're down near Wilmer, aren't you? PA, West Virginia area. Joe Rader. And I would love to come down there and meet up with you as well. All right, guys. Seriously, I gotta go. I'm getting the evil eye of this stink eye. I don't need that today. All right. So take it easy. I am going to be hosting On Track Tuesday this coming Tuesday, real quick. Tuesday night, 7:30 p.m. So if you guys want to stop in for that, I have no idea what I'm going to talk about. Probably just what's going on the layout. But we'll figure something out. I always seem to figure something to talk about. So, okay. That's all. Bye for now.